Mark Messier's line starts for the Rangers, and a defensive line, not Trevor Linden's line, counters for Vancouver with Antosky and Hunter, some of the big boys on the ice.
One of the concerns for Pat Quinn and for Trevor Linden is what to do to get the Linden line going. Linden, Bure, and Adams. Right now, it's Hunter, number 19, Antosky, number 18, McIntyre, number 15, opposite Messier, Graves, and Anderson. Diddick in deep, bumped by Leach. This is McIntyre, hit, and he got the shot off, stopped by Richter, and a good hit by Messier. Leach on the rush. Dave Babbage is there. Leach is in! Save made by McLean. Great rush by Brian Leach. Anderson shoots wide. Around the boards and out.
That's what the Rangers want. If Mark Messier is going to go against some slower people like Tim Hunter and Antosky, well then people like Leach with the speed can beat them, and the first big save goes to McLean.
Bure is on, opposite the Nemchinov line. It's Nemchinov with Noonan and Tikkanen. Linden, Adams, and Bure. Lume on defense. Moves it up for Greg Adams. Linden finds Bure on a breakaway. Scores! The Russian Rocket scores his first goal of the Stanley Cup Finals, his 14th playoff goal, 1 minute 3 seconds into the game.
Kirk McLean stopped Brian Leach. First scoring chance. Bure's line on the ice. Look at all the blue jerseys over on one side. Bure stays on the other side. Beautiful pass. Watch the hole through the legs. Right through the legs goes the shot at Bure. It's 1-0 Vancouver. And the Rocket says he's feeling better from his strep throat. And believe me, he was flying on that play.
Rangers now send on McTavish with Noonan and Tikkanen. Lidster and Lowe on defense. Around the board, stopped by Cliff Ronning. Richter leaves it for Lidster. He's hit by Momesso. Ronning, Momesso, and Jelena on for Vancouver with Glenn and Lume. Tikkanen looks and shoots, deflected off the skate of Glenn. Around to Kevin Lowe. Down the boards for Noonan. Noonan plays it ahead past McTavish. Glenn keeps it moving. Lidster stops it. Tikkanen bumped by Glenn. McTavish got it to Noonan. Noonan's picked up by Cliff Ronning. McTavish checked by Jyrki Lume. Out in front, Ronning moves the puck up the boards and out of the zone. The goal is Bure's 14th of the playoffs from Linden and Adams at 1:03.
See, Bure was the only player on the near side of the ice. Everyone else was near the puck, and he flew up the ice and scored.
Bure hit Lidster. Linden with a lead for Adams, broken up by Jay Wells.
See, now the Linden line is right back on the ice. 2 out of 3 shifts, so the Linden line with Bure and Adams getting lots of ice early for Pat Quinn.
And the Rangers send on Kovalov with Larmer and Matteau opposite the Bure, Linden, and Adams line. Brett Hedican, who was a question mark yesterday after suffering a leg injury in Game 2, but is in the lineup. Hedican number 3 with Jeff Brown number 22 on defense. Forechecking Alexei Kovalov. Brown back to Hedican. Out for Trevor Linden. Hopped by Karpovtsev. Wells trips up. Bure penalty call. Jay Wells will go.
Some start for Pavel Bure. He's had 2 shifts. He scored a goal on a breakaway. His second shift, he drew a penalty. What a start for him.
Wells for tripping at 2:54, power play Vancouver.
Here's Bure, the only goal scored so far. You see the legs open as Richter backed up, and perfectly placed by Pavel Bure. Now this is his second shift, his next shift, and you see the move to his right through the neutral zone. So he's had 2 very productive shifts thus far, and he's been doing the damage.
Lume moves in and shoots wide. Canucks are 0 for 11 on the power play in the series. Rangers penalty killing in the playoffs, 73 for 79. 92.4%. It's been outstanding. Messier, Larmer, Bukaboom, and Leach on for the Rangers. Bure, Adams, Linden, Lume, and Brown for Vancouver. Linden's got the puck. His pass blocked side of the net. Leach swings it around. Hit the referee, Van Helleman. Bure to the puck. He was hooked by Leach, allowing Larmer to get there for the clear. No, it deflected off someone on the Rangers bench, and they'll bring it back into the Rangers zone for a faceoff.
Talk about people who have played a lot of playoff games. Steve Larmer is one of them and never won a Stanley Cup. You could take Brad Park. He played 161 playoff games, never won a cup. He's played more playoff games than anybody in not winning a cup. Next is Brian Propp, who played mostly with Philadelphia, 160 games. And then you have Ray Bourque. He's played 152 playoff games, pardon me. And then Steve Larmer comes in at 125, and he'd love to get his name on it this season.
Messier and Linden for the face-off. Messier wins. Bukaboom to the puck. Bore got there first. Lume across the Brown. One times it. Save made by Richter. Here's Adams deflected across. Bore looking for it. Richter covers with the glove.
And Bore's all over the place. He's starting quickly. You were talking to someone that was saying that he didn't have legs in New York because of the health problems he was having.
He said he had the flu and had no power in his legs for 3 or 4 days.
This is off the face-off. You'll see him stripped to get away from Brian Leetch after Messier won the draw. Then you've got to make Bore pay. He's a tough kid. He'll take hits. He'll throw hits. Key on the face-off is that Messier's been beating Linden a lot throughout the playoffs as this series is in its 3rd game. There's Bore again getting knocked down.
Bukaboom quickly on him as Brown wrestled Bukaboom away from the puck. Adams battles with Leetch in the corner. Adams leaves it for Brown. He put it in front of Tikkanen with a good intercept. Out comes Tikkanen and Messier. 2-on-1 developing. Messier moves in. It was deflected by Lume. Back the other way, Jyrki Lume with 52 seconds to go in the power play for the Canucks. That's an offside on Vancouver.
It was interesting.
With a 1-0 lead. We're 4 minutes, 3 seconds into the game.
Messier won the face-off, but Jeff Brown, the defenseman, jumped in to try and stop Bukaboom with the puck. The Rangers then had Tikkanen in perfect position to go with Messier for the 2-on-1. Tikkanen was tackled as he went to the net. And there Tikkanen and Bukaboom talking about a little communication on the ice, what to do when Messier wins those draws. Messier went up and developed into a 2-on-2, and look at there, Tikkanen working with Linden as he tried to get open. Nothing called.
Babic and Diduck have come on with Courtnall running and Momesso for Vancouver. Momesso with the hit in the corner on Kevin Lowe. Lowe is on with Lidster, Graves, and Larmer. Lowe trying to bat the puck and got batted by Momesso. Ronning's pass was blocked. Graves has it and clears it.
Very hard for a goaltender to stop the puck on the shoot-ins. The bottom of these boards, the puck just whizzes around real quick, and the goaltenders very seldom leave the net in this arena.
Larmer with a takeaway. Gave it up to Babic. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Courtnall with a shot tipped wide. Lidster got a piece of it. Diduck keeps it in deep. Momesso swings it around. Lidster with the intercept. Around the ledge, it bounces down. Babic stops it. Intercepted by Lidster, cleared by Larmer, and the teams are back at full strength as Jay Wells returns. Canucks 0 for 1 on the power play, still lead 1-0. 5 minutes gone by, first period. Bukaboom lifts it clear. Rangers have Kovalov on with Matteau. And Anderson has come on. Courtnall pressing Bukaboom. Good hit by Courtnall. Anderson plays it up the middle, all the way down, slides in on goal. McLean stops it for Brian Glynn. Glynn's pass, good hit, big hit by Anderson on Lume. Kovalov knocked it loose. Tim Hunter swings it around the boards. Leetch got away with tripping up Sean Antoski.
Well, Leetch backed out a little bit. It was a smart play. Antoski's 240, and he's going to hit everybody. And now Tim Hunter, I think, gets a penalty for charging.
He went in after Glenn Anderson.
And he doesn't know he's gotten the penalty. I think he feels that in Game 2 he was picked on. Now he's going to be even more upset. Rangers need a power play.
It'll be a 4-on-4 because Anderson took a roughing penalty after Tim Hunter was called for charging. At 5:42, Rangers send out Messier and Kovalov with Leetch and Lidster. Adams and Linden on with Hedican and Brown for Vancouver. Rangers have not been outshot in any period thus far in the finals. There have been 7 periods, including the overtime. And they have outshot Vancouver 6 periods and 1. They've been tied. Adams' shot is saved by Richter. But right now, the Canucks are out shooting the Rangers 6-1.
That was a good rush by Vancouver after Kovalov turned the puck over. The defenseman jumped into the play. Some nice pass work by the Canucks at the Rangers blue line. Look at number 22 way to the left. He's now got the puck. That's Jeff Brown. Now the crisscrossing, and the shot was actually flubbed by Adams. It flipped up in the air, and Mike Richter made a good save. Vancouver pressing early. You had to expect it. and they do have the 1-0 lead.
Messier and Tikkanen on now. Tikkanen to go opposite Bure. Messier controls. Leach and Bukaboom are paired on defense now.
Don't you feel something's about to happen? Messier, Leach, Bure, 4-on-4 action. Tikkanen, something's got to happen here.
Here's Bure with the puck, and Messier pressing him. Babbage plays it off the boards. Diddick is upended by Leach. Craven moves in with a puck. Bukaboom back. Craven waits for help. It's Bure. Pass behind him to Babbage. That shot knocked away with a blocker by Richter. Babbage behind the net. Babbage hit by Bukaboom, wrestled by Bukaboom, and the puck taken by Messier. Van Hellemond took a look at the Bukaboom-Babbage get together, and let's play continue. Drop to Tikkanen for Messier. Save McLean. Messier centers, come through to Tikkanen. Tikkanen winds and shoots wide around the boards and out of the zone. Doug Lidster there to play it.
Shots that go wide of the net will come out of the zone very quick again, mainly because of the quick boards here. You've always got to be very alert. You can't take too many chances. The puck comes out very different here in Vancouver.
Tikkanen's shot has still not been put on the boards. Shots on the board are 7-1. Tikkanen's was definitely on goal. In 18 seconds, the teams will be back at full strength. 12:30 to go in the first period. Canucks leading 1-0 on the early goal by Pavel Bure. Lidster met by Adams. Quick pass to Larmer. For Kovalov, it's by him. McLean waits for it. Teams are back at full strength right now. Trevor Linden, lead for Adams. Off his stick, Leach trying to interfere with Adams. Allowing Bukaboom to play the puck around to Kovalov. Kovalov outlets to Leach, it's off his stick. Jeff Brown sends it back. Adams circles. Stopped by Leach. Linden ahead for Martin-Jelena. The shot deflected off of Bukaboom and slid wide of the net. Kovalov moves it out. Bounces to Larmer. Larmer met by Hedican. And the puck is chipped up into the penalty box, stopping play.
Sam, the running line is on the ice opposite Messier now. It's the two big wingers, Momesso and Jelena. They've got to be held up. They're moving in and taking the body far too much. Just ask Zubak.
And some roughing going on behind the net between Babbage and Anderson. Meanwhile, Momesso dumps the puck out of the zone. Karpovtsev sends it back in, and an offside is whistled as the Rangers were still in the zone.
Hunter, Antosky, and McIntyre opposite Mark Messier, Graves, and Anderson.
Karpovtsev picks up the puck. If you joined us late, Sergei Zubov is out of the lineup tonight with a bruised chest. The puck deflected up into the Rangers bench.
Now here we have a quick change. This is going to be interesting. Mike Keenan switched wingers. Anderson, he brought him to the left side, moved Adam Graves to the right side. Joey Kozer will be going on the ice as soon as the puck is dropped and Glenn Anderson gets off. It's because of Antosky and Hunter, the big boys on the ice. Mike Keenan will not allow the Vancouver big boys to run his players, so Kozer's now out there.
Jay Wells goes for the puck. Able to clear the zone. Babbage going for it. Kozer pushes it ahead to Messier. Back to Kozer, who's an offside. Messier just ahead of the puck.
And Kozer now goes over to Antosky and challenges him in the corner. Kozer challenged Antosky a number of times in game 2 of the series, and Antosky did not want to drop the gloves. The challenge is put forth by Kozer. Messier skates by and has a word with Antosky. Again, this kid is 240 pounds. He's a big guy. He's not a great scrapper when he does drop the gloves. Tim Hunter's out there, and he is tough, as we all know. So the posturing going on by the two teams with their intimidating players.
It's interesting that Pat Quinn is stuck with Sean Antosky rather than dressing Gino Ojcik at all in the finals.
Very interesting, and Ojcik has played a lot with Pavel Bure throughout his career with the Canucks. He scores a lot more than Antosky, but the feeling is that Antosky is just so big. Now look, they're going at each other right on the, getting ready for the face-off. Sooner or later, they're going to drop him, I think.
Wells with the puck. A little over 9 minutes gone by in the first period. Vancouver with a 1-0 lead. Karpovtsev chases after the puck. Up to Messier. Messier with a move on Hunter, pushes it ahead. Cross ice feed is for Kozer. Kozer takes it away from Lume, takes a hit from Lume after the puck. Adam Graves, Glenn checking him. Kozer in front, slid it right through the crease. Graves has it. Graves to Messier. McIntyre stepped in. McIntyre trying to move the puck. He's tied up with Messier. Graves still digging for it along with Jyrki Lumme knocks down Lumme. Lumme falls down trying to control the puck. It squirts loose. Graves wins it in the corner. Graves sets a poster save by McLean. What an effort by Adam Graves. Leach toward the net. Graves taken down by Lumme. Penalty upcoming on Vancouver.
See, there you go. You play Marc Messier's line against bigger, slower players. They got to win. They got to get it done. As some dingbat fan is just throwing a soda on the ice. And then Toski, everybody's going at him, but he refuses to drop his gloves to this point. So what action, what intimidation, what efforts by Adam Graves.
Jyrki Lumme's in the penalty box for holding at 9:57.
What efforts by the Rangers working the Vancouver zone for the first time in the game. And there's Lumme in front of the goal, taking the penalty. Some fan threw a soda on the ice. You know, that doesn't happen in New York.
Absolutely not.
Imagine that.
First power play of the game for the Rangers. They are 0 for 8 in the series, and they've gone without a power play goal in their last 5
but the
playoff games.
Power plays look good. They've had lots of scoring chances. It's not as though they're not getting chances, and Tikkanen's playing the point in place of Zubov.
Kovalov, Manteau, Larmer, Tikkanen, and Leach for the power play. Bure with Craven, Brown, and Hedican. Nice play by Kovalov. He has it back. Larmer in the corner. Manteau's in front against Hedican. Kovalov looking toward the net. Faked the shot. It was blocked by Brown. He has it back. Leach. Down low. Larmer. He turns. He shoots. Save McLean. And it's batted out of the zone. Leach back to get it. 35 seconds gone in the power play. 9:25 to go in the first. 1-0. Vancouver leading it. A goal by Pavel Bure, offside Rangers.
See how quick the puck went around the boards. They have very deep corners here. Kirk McLean attempted to get out of the net to stop the puck, but it just zinged right around behind him. So you can use that to your advantage on your dump-ins if you're smart.
Shots were 7-1. They're now 7-5 as the Rangers are starting to come on. They've settled down.
Again, let's talk about these dump-ins. You see Leach on the puck. He's at center ice. He drives the puck in hard. See how it zings around the bottom of the boards, and the goaltender can't get there. The quickest building maybe in the league is right here for doing that. If you do your dump-ins properly, your players should be sitting there waiting for the puck to come to you.
I like the way you do that. Zings around the board.
I don't know of another word to use there. You're one of these wordsmiths, not me, you know?
I can hear that going around when you say that. Leach sends it in off the corner boards. McIntyre went down. Messier takes the puck away. Leach for the shot. Tipped in front. Blocked. Another shot. Save made. It was blocked out. Kovalov kept it in. Babic able to clear all the way down.
That was a good block by Tim Hunter, who kills a lot of penalties for this team. The Rangers are picking up their game.
Leach on the move. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Kovalov has moved back to the point. Graves was stopped. Babic with a clear. Kovalov goes back for the puck.
Canucks are changing. Rangers should move the puck quick here.
Kovalov moving it. Trying to get by Hedican. Graves was stopped at the line. Offside Rangers.
Seeing a couple of things out of character for the Rangers. Brian Leach lost control of the puck moving up ice. Kovalov just did it up ice. And that's maybe a sign of the nerves. These two players in their first ever Stanley Cup final. You wonder if maybe, and we're still just past the midpoint of the first period, the nerves possibly bothering the players just a little bit. Generally, those two very talented players do not have any trouble carrying the puck.
31 seconds to go on the power play for the Rangers. They've had only one shot on goal thus far with a man advantage. 8:34 to go in the first period. McTavish on now with Larmer and Noonan, Leach and Tikkanen.
It's late in the power play, only 31 seconds to go. And the Rangers are just trying to be smart here.
Bure and Craven back on for Vancouver. Now a little delay here. Craven finally comes in to get set. Pat Quinn looking on. And again a false start. Ray Scapanello sets the two centers, and Craven won the draw. Tikkanen gains control. Bure is forechecking. Tikkanen carrying. Drives it around the boards. Stopped by Kirk McLean for Brian Glynn. Around it goes and all the way down in a hurry. That zinged around the boards. Around for Brian Leach with 5 seconds left in the power play. Noonan turns. Power play is over. Each team 0 for 1. Still no power play goals scored in the series. Deflected on goal. Vancouver a 1-0 lead with 7:50 to go. First period. Kevin Lowe back on with Doug Lidster. Lidster's pass off the stick of Noonan. Lost it. Offside was whistled.
Seeing a lot of offsides here in the first period. More than what we saw in the first 2 games of the series. So the Rangers power play, and Mike Keenan talked about it prior to the game. They had gone 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 1, 0 for 3, 0 for 3. That's 0 for 15 in their last 5 games, and now they're 0 for 1 in this one. But he didn't feel uncomfortable with it. In New Jersey's series, they didn't have many chances on the power play. This is a series they seem like they'll have more opportunities, with the Canucks taking more penalties than the Devils did. But if the Rangers, and you agree with me, I think, we were talking about it yesterday, the Rangers need their power play,
yes,
especially for these 2 games on the road, to do well.
Absolutely right. Linden sends it in. Bure has been replaced on this line, having played the penalty killing unit. Nathan Lafayette is on the right wing with Adams and Linden. Lowe clears the zone. Gerald Diddick carries to the line, was spun around by Koser. McTavish, Koser, and Gilbert on for the Rangers. Adams fell down. McTavish run into by Diddick. Linden has the puck. Taken away by Adams. Adams moves in on Kevin Lowe. Lowe takes him down and takes the puck. Good play. Up for Greg Gilbert, and out of the zone it goes. 7 minutes to go in the first period. Vancouver with a 1-0 lead. Adams with Jelena. Adams looking. Finds Glynn, and a save by Richter. Glynn, the trailer, coming in. And a nice pass from Greg Adams.
The 2 teams trying to force offsides, staying up at the blue lines. Vancouver's defense has had success jumping in.
Bookeboom with a shot that sticked aside by McLean goes up into the crowd, and play stops with 6:39 remaining in the first period. Rangers win the draw. Bookeboom shot was chipped up and hit Momesso. Comes across to Leach. Leach plays it toward the net. It's blocked by Cliff Ronning. Up the boards, knocked down by Matteau. Blocked in the circle by Brown. Kept in by Leach. A bouncer goes in. It went in off the stick of Kirk McLean, and the Rangers have tied it 1-1.
Oh, was that interesting? Brian Leach twice on the shift, stayed inside the blue line as the left defenseman and kept the puck in the zone. And yes, there are Ranger fans here in Vancouver. Look at Brian Leach keep the puck in. Now look at the puck go to the goaltender. Oh, baby. Oh, my. Oh, my. This was going well wide, and Kirk McLean has the puck go off the inside of his right skate and back through the legs. That is what you term a bad goal for the Rangers. They love it. They've now climbed right back into this.
Kirk McLean, who's played a near flawless series, gives up a bad one here. Leach, his 8th playoff goal at 13:39. Brian Leach closing in on the scoring lead in the playoffs. Now gives him 27 points. Doug Gilmour of Toronto leads all NHL playoff scorers with 28. And Brian Leach tying Ron Greshner. He has passed Ron Greshner's record with his 8th playoff goal.
Ron Greshner's now a golfer anyway. He's out of the hockey business.
All right.
He's into the golfing business. And it's nice to see Brian Leach sneak up. Look at Paul Coffey's numbers from 1985. 37 goals in all his greatness. Brian Leach has his own greatness. Even though that wasn't a great goal, he'll take it.
Good check by Lidster. Hunter going on Kevin Lowe. They battle for the puck. And Hunter working Lowe over in the corner. And then skates out.
Koser back on the ice once again. And Tim Hunter's doing his best, I think. It's interesting to watch him go in and battle with people. As soon as the whistle sounds, he just skates away. I mean, he's not near anybody. He's 20 feet from anybody. He doesn't want to get his temper in the road where he might reach around and smack somebody and take a penalty. And he's there working with the referee, Andy Van Helleman.
Those numbers you saw for Paul Coffey, that was 37 points.
Oh, points, pardon me, yes.
37 goals would have been pretty good.
Points, pardon me.
5:48 to go in the first. Game tied 1-1. Shots are now 8-7 in favor of Vancouver. McIntyre won the draw. Brown turns for the shot, blocked in front by Leach. And Messier has the puck. Messier moving away. Dumps it in. Brett Hedican chases it. He's hit by Graves. Messier's pass off the skate comes in front. McLean steers it to Tim Hunter. Now it's Brett Hedican coming forward. Nice move. Hedican is checked there by Leach. Tries to stay with him. Gets help from Bukaboom. Messier without the helmet. Checked by Antoski. Messier one-hands it. Taken back by Jeff Brown. He's without a helmet. This is old-time hockey. Get McTavish out there. We'll have more players without helmets on. Messier is run into by Brian Glynn.
I'll tell you, we've got some tough hockey. Oh my, are they going at one another, especially when the big line for Vancouver goes against Messier, Koser, and Graves.
McTavish tied up by Linden. Adams takes the puck back for Vancouver. He's checked by Leach, who takes him down. Tikkanen moves it to Noonan. Noonan avoids the hit of Bure. Noonan with Tikkanen and McTavish. Noonan trying to control the bouncing puck. He's got it now. He turns, he shoots wide. Around the boards, Kevin Lowe is there. Let it behind the net to Tikkanen. Trying to get out in front, he's checked there. Lume swings it around the glass. Lidster blocks it. Chip clear. Bure wrapped up by McTavish. Penalty call. McTavish will go.
Mike Crispino from the sports desk, and over 5,000 rabid Ranger fans erupt on the lucky goal by Brian Leach. They're all at the arena, and they're watching along with you, Sam and JD. Back to you.
Back at Pacific Coliseum, Courtnall with a pass to Momesso, and the shot was blocked by Bukaboom and goes into the crowd. This is the second power play of the game for Vancouver. They're now 0 for 12 in the series, and for the playoffs, 16 for 93.
That's
McTavish for holding at 15-40.
Twice in this game that Bure has drawn a penalty in the neutral zone with some good legs, making good moves. He had half a step on McTavish. That's all it takes. Look at, see how he's ahead of McTavish? And there's McTavish reaching out and Bure leaning in to help draw the penalty. And from Van Helleman, the referee's view, it looked like a hole. So Bure's had a very strong first period.
Bure's shot was blocked by Larmer. Messier, Larmer, Bukaboom, and Leach for the Rangers. Ronning, Momesso, Bure, Courtnall, and Lume for Vancouver, with Bure playing the right point and shooting, and a stick save by Richter.
All Bure does is shoot from the point. He very seldom passes. It's get the puck and shoot it. Wind him up and let him shoot.
Momesso checked by Leach. Ronning along the boards. Ronning, back pass. Bure shoots. Tipped by Messier into the crowd.
That's twice Bure playing the point on the power play. He never played there in the 2 games in New York. And here he's had the puck, again, twice. And both times, as soon as he's got it, it's look at the net and shoot the puck. The first one got through, not a hard shot. And the second one here was a hard shot that Messier blocked nicely as he went down to his side, and the puck went into the stands.
Bure was held scoreless in Game 2. That stopped a 16-game playoff scoring streak. That's the 3rd highest total in NHL history. Brian Trottier holds the record with 18.
Now he moves up front to play forward as Lume and Brown are on the points for Vancouver. I find it interesting, Bure's father trains him, personal trainer. His father was a great Olympic swimmer.
Land training.
Yeah, all kinds of training.
His father doesn't go on the ice.
No, I understand that. Yeah, personal trainer for physical conditioning. And he pushes him, believe me.
Hard. Bure's brother, Valeri, who's a draft pick of the Montreal Canadiens, is here. Brown moves it to Lume. He's checked by Tikkanen. Lowe and Lidster with Tikkanen and Graves for the Rangers. Lowe moves it up to Graves. Blocked by Brown on the attempted clear. Bure with the puck. Brown with the shot. It hit Linden. Adams gave it away to Lowe. Up for Graves, stopped by Linden. Bure back to Brown. Brown looking for shooting room, goes to Lume instead. Lume for Linden, tipped it wide. Beautiful play. Linden just missed. Tipping it in. Lume shoots, saved by Richter. Bure's got the puck. Bure holding. Lidster knocked down Adams. Now he's battling Linden. Here's Lume shooting, and it's blocked by Lidster.
Oh, what
Lidster
a shift.
made 3 great plays in front.
Just a terrific shift for Doug Lidster. 5 seconds remain on the power play. Dougie Lidster with blocks and also muscling people to the ice. Great job.
He took out one player, then went to the other forward. Teams are back at full strength. Vancouver 0 for 2 on the power play in the game. 2:10 to go in the first, tied 1-1. Bure and Leach the goal scorers. Courtnall dumps to the corner. Leach gets a penalty. Leach took down Nathan Lafayette. He's called for tripping.
It goes back to Alexei Kovalov on the puck, and he tried a drop pass in a neutral zone. If it doesn't work, it puts your team in trouble. And believe me, it put the Canucks with the puck. Now here, you see look at Kovalov try the fancy pass. Wrong. Now here go the Canucks, and all of a sudden Brian Leach faces two guys, and you see two guys go down, and one player, Brian Leach, goes to the penalty box. You can't be that fancy in a game like this, because with turnovers, with two great teams, bad things happen if you give the puck away, and that was just too fancy. I mean, I understood the idea of trying to get it back to Larmer, but look how the play's read. Now Brian Leach is standing there, and he reaches out and knocks down his man.
And you know what happens to Kovalov?
Chateau Bow Wow.
You got it.
The Rangers need Kovalov in this game. See Mike Keenan talk to him. You got to force yourself as a coach in a situation like this. You can't have those types of turnovers, but the kid Kovalov's got to come back.
Courtnall's shot blocked by Lowe, went down. Babbage moves it around for Ronning. Ronning with Momesso and Craven. Courtnall and Babbage. Courtnall shoots, saved by Richter, up into the crowd it goes.
That was interesting. Momesso was working with Lowe. Now Lowe just skated by Ronning and gave him a shot. Now they give each other some more shots.
And Momesso puts the headlock on Lowe.
Kevin Lowe was with Momesso in front of the net. And it's always interesting. Momesso was trying to push Kevin Lowe into Mike Richter. And now everybody was looking away. And Lowe gave Ronning a shot. Ronning went back, and Lowe gave him another shot.
Now Courtnall wants it, Kevin Lowe.
The two defensemen have stayed out for Vancouver to keep the face-off in the Rangers' zone.
Penalties will be handed off. Now Tikkanen goes face-to-face with Courtnall as we watch Kevin Lowe skate around near side.
The language in here.
They know those words up here.
See Momesso pushing Kevin Lowe back? That's a smart play. And there's a deflection by Ronning up over top and out of the zone into the audience. Kevin Lowe then went over to Ronning, gave him a shot, and I think he'll get the penalty and Ronning will get the penalty. Now if Andy Van Helleman's having words with Esa Tikkanen as the players are ushered. Momesso's gone too.
Yeah, he's the guy that put the headlock
So
on
it could
Lowe.
be 4 minutes for Lowe. I don't know what Andy's going to call. I have no idea. But this is a very tense, hard-fought first period. The Canucks have had 11 shots, the Rangers 7. The goaltending, Kirk McLean let in a very bad goal that was going wide. Kevin Lowe looks like he'll be ushered off and told to go to the locker room, as will Momesso. Yes. Kevin Lowe was too sore to play game number 3. The shoulder was swollen and bothering him, but he's back. He plays hurt. He's a tough, tough competitor. His family's had a tough time. He's got 2 very young children who are battling the chicken pox right now, and his wife is at home trying to get through all this stuff. Injuries, chicken pox, everything.
So Messier and Lowe get 2 minutes each. Momesso and Ronning get 2 minutes each at 18-12. It remains a power play advantage for the Vancouver Canucks.
As Wayne Gretzky said, there's 3 seasons when you play hockey. It's a regular season, there's the start of the playoffs, and then there's the finals. And baby, is this hot. This is hockey.
Ronning and Lowe for high sticking. Messier and Momesso for roughing. Linden, Bure, Adams, Lume, and Brown for Vancouver. Tikkanen, Larmer, Wells, and Bukaboom for the Rangers. Chopped that by Wells. He took an elbow right in the face from Bure, and a penalty call.
He got caught, and Van Helleman will make the call. It was an all-world elbow by Pavel Bure right to the face of Jay Wells. Remember in the playoffs earlier, he knocked out cold, tough guy Shane Churla from Dallas. And I mean cold, knocked him out silly. And Jay Wells is having trouble here, and Van Helleman has the option to call more than just a minor penalty. If there's an injury here, he can call a major.
Mike Keenan is right at the bench, right at the boards, talking to Van Helleman. He wants a major.
That's a stick, actually. That was the stick of Pavel Bure. It was not the elbow. It was a stick that came up and caught him in the face. And you can see it looked like a clip along the nose.
He's gone. He's gone. He may get a game misconduct.
No. It's 1:39 to go in the period. If it's 2 minutes, he go to the locker room anyway.
Now there'd be power play time.
Yeah, there'd be power play time. No, Brian Leach has a penalty. It's a 5-minute major.
5-minute major and a game misconduct. Pavel Bure is gone.
It's a major penalty. There was an injury. Pavel Bure's got it. Look at Ron Smith. Ron Smith is looking over at the referee. Oh, my.
What a turn of events.
It was a stick that went right up into the face of Jay Wells. Not a very smart play, obviously, by Pavel Bure, and now the captain has it explained to him. Ben Hilleman has no choice. If the stick's in the face, if there's a cut or injury, he's out of there. Now watch Bure's stick. He'll come up to Wells and boom. Oh, yes, right in the face. That's just not a very smart play, obviously, and he's gone, and it's a good call. Look over at the right side. He has a chance to move in, and look at the stick. He just brings it right up into the face. Not a smart play. He's out of here, and the Rangers get the break of the game.
Huge turning point here with 1:35 to go in Leach's penalty. The teams will skate 4 aside for virtually the remainder of the period, and then the Rangers will start the second period with a power play advantage for about 3.5 minutes. 1-1 the score with 1:39 to go in the first. Graves battling Linden for the puck. Lidster steps in. Dave Babbage reverses to Gerald Diddick. Fires it out of the zone. Bukaboom is there to take it. Adam Graves will join Al Trogwig in our studio following the first period. Graves broke his stick, shooting the puck in. He's wrestling with Gerald Diddick in center ice. Meanwhile, Adams comes in with Babbage. Adams checked by Lidster. Adams has the puck again. Lidster finally clears it. Good work by Doug Lidster, who is having a fine series.
Last minute of play in the first period.
Almost like discovering a new player. He was inserted in the lineup in Game 6 against the Devils, and he has really revitalized the Ranger defense. Nemchinov. Nemchinov down the slot. Score! On a deflection by Glenn Anderson. The Rangers have the lead.
What an effort by Zubov all the way up the ice and along, by Nemchinov, all the way up the ice and along the boards. One-on-one battles. He won every one of them. What a brilliant, brilliant play by Sergei Nemchinov. Look at him. The puck's in his own zone. Now he'll chase it down, and he'll battle with Brian Glenn, the defenseman, and watch who wins. He continues to battle, keeps his balance. Now watch him move out. He's now away from his defender, and look at in front. Glenn Anderson get there. That's 2 in 2 games. He was raised here in Vancouver. His parents are here, and the Rangers have really come back in this first period. What a play by Nemchinov. There's Anderson outside the goal crease. Perfect little deflection. And McLean does not look nearly as invincible as he did in the first 2 games.
And the Rangers get a goal on a 4-on-4, which seems to benefit them a great deal.
It's 2 4-on-4s here in the first period. They did not score in the first one, obviously. They're what now, 7-2? They've outscored the opposition with 4-on-4s.
Right. Anderson's third of the playoffs from Nemchinov and Bukaboom at 19-19. And the Rangers lead 2-1. Brian Leach returns in 20 seconds. Jyrki Luname, the pass deflected, comes through to Courtnall. He's stopped by Bukaboom. Craven gave it up. Bukaboom able to clear the zone.
A physical first period for Jeff Bukaboom. He's played it well.
Intercepted by Lidster. Lidster again. Big drive saved by McLean. Leach is back out. Rangers have a power play. It'll carry into the second period. It's a major advantage with 3:21 remaining. 3:21 remaining in the major assist to Pavel Bure.
Thing to remember as we start the period, Messier is one of the players for the Rangers in the penalty box.
That's correct.
So he cannot start the power play.
Vancouver has Ronning, Momesso, and Antoski in the penalty box. Antoski serving the penalty assessed to Pavel Bure. For the power play, Kovalov, Graves, Larmer, Leach, and Tikkanen. Leach carrying to Graves, save McLean. Puck moved up the boards by McIntyre, stopped by Larmer. Leach along the boards with room. Nice pass to Tikkanen, but he chipped it wide. Hunter clears. Hunter with McIntyre, Diddick, and Babbage. Now Diddick and Babbage changing, and Lume and Glynn come on. 2:45 to go, the power play advantage for the Rangers. Nice pass to Graves. On to Larmer. Larmer back to Kovalov. And nobody there. He's passing to the point. Leach had cut in. This is Trevor Linden. On with Jeff Courtnall. Rangers 0 for 2 on the power play in the game. 0 for 10 in the series. Steve Larmer with Matteau and Kovalov. Courtnall broke it up. Lume clears.
The Rangers need something here. They need a quarterback. They need somebody to control the puck into the Vancouver zone. They need someone to move into the zone and then control the puck to set up their plays.
Leach dumps to the corner. Off the boards. Missed by Anderson. Out comes Courtnall with Linden. Tikkanen is back. Pass broken up by Tikkanen. Linden tied up with Nemchinov.
And Matteau got hit in the face with a stick from Courtnall. He now gets up and skates towards the Rangers bench. He took a shot right in the face from Courtnall.
Karpovtsev has come on for the power play. 1:45 to go. Nemchinov with Anderson, Noonan, Lidster, and Karpovtsev. Craven and Brown, Adams and Hedekin for Vancouver. Brown takes the puck away, can't clear. It hit Nemchinov. Here's a chance for Noonan, shot it wide. To the rebound, Nemchinov shoots wide.
Matteau having problems on the Rangers bench.
Hit in the corner by Hedekin. Noonan back pass, set up Karpovtsev. He shot it wide. Rangers have missed the net with the last 3 shots. Noonan's got the puck. Anderson behind the net. 1:10 to go in the power play. Nemchinov shoots wide. Missed the net 4 straight times. Lidster around the boards. Nemchinov against Brown. Brown has a hold of his jersey. Anderson in the corner. Blocked by Brown. Chipped away by Brown. Anderson gets it to Noonan. Noonan for Anderson. Anderson to the net. Slid off his stick. Broken up by Adams. Off the boards. Kept in by Lidster. 45 seconds left in the power play. Lidster against Hedekin. Nemchinov. Back for Lidster. Adams tries to take it away. Was tripped up by Lidster. The puck cleared by Craven.
Rangers need a whistle so Messier can come out of the penalty box.
Karpovtsev has the puck. Rangers have had only 1 shot on goal in this power play advantage in the last 3 minutes. Tikkanen drives it off the corner board. McTavish trying to get there against Hunter. Babbage hit by Graves. McTavish, nice speed to Larmer. Larmer up the boards to Leach. 10 seconds left in the power play. Leach checked by Hunter. Plays it in front, missed by Graves on a deflection try. Picked up by Diddick, clears, and that does it.
Teams will be at even strength. And the Rangers cannot get the 2-goal lead that they wanted.
And they can't get Messier out of the penalty box until there's a stoppage. Glenn has it. And Lowe is in the penalty box as well.
And Matteau still being attended to in the Rangers bench. They got the sniffers out trying to wake him up a little bit more. He took a pretty good shot to the face, and Courtnall's lucky he didn't get caught.
Glenn moves it to Linden. Linden across the line for Courtnall. Chipped away by Leach. Gilbert forces his way to center ice, but Lafayette on him. Lume's got the puck for Vancouver, almost tackled by McTavish. Poked away by Leach. And knocked away from him by Linden. Who's puck in center. Jyrki Lume goes to get it. Linden lost it. Back the other way. Gilbert dumps into the Vancouver zone. 15:40 to go, second period. Rangers leading 2-1 as Koser battles Glenn for the puck. Glenn bumps Koser, but Koser able to get it to Kovalov. Toward the net in front. Gilbert saved by McLean.
Some good work by the Rangers. Joey Koser, Greg Gilbert, Alexei Kovalov deep with some nice plays. And Kirk McLean with a good save. Now the box opens, and we have some players. Messier, Lowe, Ronning, and Momesso. They all emerge for action. Again, Sam, a good save by McLean. Look at Kovalov with a pass back in front to Greg Gilbert, and a good save, as you see, by McLean. Now, Matteau appears to be okay now. He was back checking. Vancouver had a 2-on-1, and he went up to Courtnall on the near side of the ice, near the goal of Mike Richter, and he took a shot. Look over the right side. He's moving over to Courtnall. Watch Courtnall. Boom! Right up into the face. And I think Courtnall's an awfully lucky guy that he didn't put his team down 2 men.
Messier and Lowe were supposed to come out of the penalty box at 12 seconds into the period. They didn't emerge until 4 minutes 30 seconds into the period because there were no stoppages.
Certainly a break for Vancouver. No Messier on the power play.
Lidster off the board, bounced in front. Graves was being held by Ronning, and out the other way comes Jeff Brown. Momesso across, winds up, saved by Richter, and he holds on.
Rangers won a draw, and Lidster fired the puck wide on purpose, back in front. Wow, good save by Richter. When Messier wins the puck back to Lidster, there'll be a lot of congestion in here, so his shot will go off the backboards and then back in front. Watch and see what happens here. It's a smart play. Lidster sees all the congestion, bank it off those quick boards. Back in front, and McLean played it pretty well. Smart play by Lidster, thinking on his skates.
I like that new toy you have, John.
Ooh.
Nice drawing board. Messier stopped in center by Brett Hedican. Into the Rangers zone. Rangers leading 2-1, 5 minutes into the second period. Richter didn't get good one on that. Hunter blocked by Larmer as they battle. Leach into the corner against John McIntyre. He's got a headlock on him and wraps him into the boards again. Hunter with McIntyre and Antosky, Hedican and Brown, and the whistle for a faceoff.
Sam back in the corner. Everybody's fighting for the puck. Way up at the blue line, Jeff Brown, a fine defenseman, a good, smart offensive defenseman, was thinking about maybe sneaking in behind everybody, but Adam Graves wouldn't let it happen. He stayed right with him. Look back at the top left by the blue line. Puck will go into the corner. Look at Graves. Top left by the blue line. Look at Graves. He doesn't care where the puck is. He's making sure that his man will not sneak in towards Mike Richter. That's smart defensive play. The left winger has to take care of the right defenseman, and Adam Graves certainly did his part.
14:42 to go. Running on now with Momesso and Jelena, Babbage and Diduck. Jay Wells received 4 stitches on the cut. He received one on the high stick from Pavel Bure. And if you joined us late, Pavel Bure took a high sticking major at 18:21 of the first period and is gone for the game. Tikkanen gave it up to Ronning. Ronning across. Big shot, glove save by Richter. Oh, what a shot by Ronning. And Lowe knocks down Momesso.
No, Jelena.
Oh, Jelena, excuse
and he's
me.
going to get a penalty. He was overly exuberant. He took Jelena out of the play, and then he finished it, and he gets a 2-minute roughing penalty. What a save by Mike Richter. Turnover in the neutral zone. Ronning will see that the glove side is the place to go, and I'm telling you, that is one sensational save. And here's Kevin Lowe. Finished the man out of the play. He's always been told that, and man, does he ever do that. But almost to the point, well, it was to the point. Here you see the turnover, neutral zone. Here goes Ronning. He gains the blue line as everybody has to back in, and there's the rocket shot. And Mike Richter with a great save. And there you see Kevin Lowe being a little exuberant.
The one thing to remember, John, with Bure having been assessed that major by Andy Van Hellemond, it seems like any little thing the Rangers do that might be over the borderline, he'll likely call.
Well, it's a very nasty game, Sam. And I think Andy Van Hellemond, who has a great feel for games, is trying to make sure this thing doesn't just totally explode, doesn't just absolutely blow up and get crazy.
Canucks on the power play. Kevin Lowe for roughing at 5:34. Vancouver's 4th power play of the game. They're 0 for 3. Around the boards, it's kept in by Brown. Rangers have Messier with Graves, Leach and Bukaboom. Bukaboom trying to move it, does to Messier. Messier to Graves, nice pass. Graves in against Jyrke Lume, backhander, save McLean.
With Bure gone, it hurts the depth of Vancouver's power play. They have one real good unit. They're all out there now. Ronning, Adams, Linden, not 2 real good units. Bure out of the power play look really hurts this hockey club.
Rangers penalty killing continues to be superb. They are 18 for 18 over the last 4 games and this one. Around the boards, Larmer is tied up with Ronning, but he's got the puck, and he clears all the way down.
Yeah, Ronning's just not strong enough to knock people off the puck, and Jay Wells actually made that look pretty easy. Or make that Larmer, pardon me, not Jay Wells, Steve Larmer with the play to move the puck out of the zone.
Wells is on with Lidster, Tikkanen, and Larmer. This is Cliff Ronning with the puck and 40 seconds to go on the power play. Off the corner boards, Larmer plays it. Could not clear, was knocked down with a good play by Jeff Brown, who's got the puck now. Brown with a pass intercepted by Larmer, who got back into great position. And the clear.
You said it there. Larmer is a brilliant player without the puck in his own zone. Brilliant player without the puck in his own zone. He pulled it off again.
One last rush for the Canucks with a man advantage. Courtnall fakes the shot on Bukaboom, who poked it away, and it's picked up by Nemchinov. He's joined by Brian Leach, then Leach pulls back. Nemchinov goes one-on-one with Babbage. He swung him around when he attempted the shot. Power play is over. Team's at full strength. Momesso with the puck. Rangers leading 2-1 as Leach got a stick on that pass. Around to the far side, Courtnall has the puck. 12:15 to go, second period. Babbage with room. Pass across was tipped. Momesso leaves it. Glenn's shot is blocked. Momesso shoots. Saved by Richter. Courtnall after the rebound. Knocked away from in front. Lowe takes the puck. Rangers lead 2-1 with 12 minutes to go in the second. Vancouver 0 for 4 on the power play in the game. 0 for 15 in the series. Nemchinov wins the puck again. Backhander hits the outside of the net.
He's at the end of a shift and needs a change.
Off the boards. Leach takes over. Stopped by Tim Hunter. Leach went down.
He's at the end of
getting up.
He's at the end of a shift too and needs a rest.
He plays it off the boards. Gilbert trying to clear. Noonan goes for it, gets it out of the zone, pushes it into the Vancouver zone. Was taken down by Tim Hunter, who looked around to see where Andy Van Hellemond was and to see if Andy had the arm up. He did not. Hedican across to Gerald Diddick. Into the Ranger zone. Richter stops it for Kevin Lowe. He's wrapped up by Antoski. One hands it across to Gilbert. Backhands it into the crowd. 11:04 to go, second period.
Went up to Adam Graves before the game and I said, I see Pat Quinn didn't like the way you've been running Kirk McLean. He said, hey, tell Mr. Quinn, and he called him Mr. Quinn, to put a uniform on if he wants. He can step on the ice and I'll deal with him there. I kind of liked it. Brian Leach has already played nearly 16 minutes.
Hey, it's tough trying to paint Adam Graves as a bad guy.
Yeah. Oh my.
Linden won that face-off. Shot deflects to the corner. Linden battling Messier. Bukaboom for the puck. Adams on him. Graves clears the zone.
1 minute away from the midpoint of regulation, and Adam Graves is, Brian Leach has already played over 16 minutes.
Jeff Brown can't clear. Leach with the intercept. Pass for Messier went behind him. Then Messier knocked down into McLean. Bukaboom's got the puck. Fans didn't like the fact that McLean was knocked down.
So they read the papers.
Messier with a hit on Adams. Bukaboom with a hit on Adams. Linden with a pass that comes through. Hedican gets there, can't keep it in the zone.
I think the Canucks are making far too many passes, trying to feed the nice play in the slot, especially on their power play, and they're not working. The last pass before the shot is not working for Vancouver.
Icing was whistled against the Rangers, stopping play with 10:15 to go. Bob Gutkowski, who's back home, didn't make it out to Vancouver, was in a minor traffic accident.
Oh my.
But everything's fine, and Bob, hope you're fine, hope you're enjoying the game. And the fact right here that Murray Craven at the post keeps the Rangers in the lead. Off the corner board, Glynn and McTavish go for the puck. It's moved up by Courtnall, stopped by Lidster. Noonan can't play it. Tikkanen's got it for the shot off a skate of Brian Glynn. Out in front, Noonan turns, he shoots, save McLean. McTavish still battling Glynn. Out with the puck is Nathan Lafayette. 9:45 to go in the second. 2-1, Rangers leading it. Courtnall's pass tipped by Kevin Lowe. Kevin Lowe is playing an outstanding game. Courtnall puts it in front. Noonan was taken down, Courtnall has it again. Craven for Courtnall, one pass too many.
Every play almost, it's one pass too many. They're not getting the offense they want, yet they did hit the goalpost a moment ago.
Jyrki Lumme turns. Craven. His pass deflected by Matteau. Is this his first shift back since being hit in the face, John?
I believe so. You know, he was dazed, he was half out, and he had to get his faculties back in order.
Glenn Anderson with a great move, but he couldn't get the shot off. The puck was bouncing on him. Ronning tried to clear it out from in front. Nemchinov gets to the puck. Toward the net, save McLean, he holds on.
Smart little play by the goaltender. The puck will hit his blocker, his right-handed glove, and he'll trap it with his catching glove. And you see there, the puck is in between the two hands. That's how a goaltender stops from allowing the rebound with the flat glove, the blocker glove. Not many goaltenders can do it. Trap the puck on the outside of the glove with the catching glove, and McLean does a nice job.
Messier on with Graves and Larmer. Dave Babbage with the puck for Vancouver. Larmer tipped the pass. Messier is tied up with Linden. Rather with McIntyre, who's on with Hunter and Antoski. Babbage plays it off the glass, and it hit Ray Scapinello in the back. Boy, Scappy's been hit a couple of times already in this series. Bukaboom, dangerous move in front. But Hunter unable to take it away from him. Here's Larmer to Messier. Messier moves in. Messier to the net. The backhander went wide. Looking for the short side.
He wanted to go up high on the glove side. It was there, and he couldn't do it.
Leach takes the puck back. Lead to Graves. Diddick goes over to check him. Offside Rangers on the play. 8:18 to go in the second. Rangers leading 2-1.
We haven't seen Alexei Kovalov on the ice in the last 7 minutes. He was benched for a portion of game 2 in New York. I asked Mike Keenan about it. He kind of smiled at me and said, experience. I wanted more experienced players.
Oh, okay.
He turned the puck over. Remember that 2-on-1 we talked about through the legs? Those are the things that coaches don't like to see.
We said Chateau Bow Wow, and that's where he is for the time being.
Well, Nemchinov is getting more ice time.
He won the draw. He's on with Matteau and Anderson, Lowe and Lidster. That went off a skate. Lowe has it. Fred Hedekin with the puck. Intercepted by Matteau. Taken back and cleared by Jelena to Messo. He's down with Ronning. Into the corner. Jelena against Lowe. Lowe moves it around. Ronning stopped it. Could not control. Lowe with a nice play to Anderson. Here's Matteau. Jeff Brown is there. Matteau pulls up, looks. Trying to get it to Nemchinov. Went through. Lowe keeps it in. Matteau to the puck. Matteau puts it in front. Knocked down by Noonan. Noonan against Ronning. Pass deflected by Jelena. Nemchinov swings it around to Matteau. Noonan goes in front. Matteau reverses to Noonan. Still against Ronning. Pass intercepted by Messo, cleared by Hedekin.
And Noonan ended up on his backhand the entire time in the offensive zone, and he just couldn't find anybody open. Rangers are playing well now.
McTavish, good pass to Tikkanen for a big shot that went wide. Noonan, back pass to Tikkanen again. Will he try to shoot again? No, he gives it to Bukaboom. Wrist shot is blocked in front by Brown.
And
McLean decides to stop play.
McTavish had no chance to get to the rebound with Glynn all over him, but you see the Rangers now starting to carry the play, taking it away from Vancouver. The key is, though, with their chances like Messier with the 2-on-1, Tikkanen with a chance, you got to finish. And here you see Tikkanen drops the puck back. The shot, now watch in front. There's no way McTavish is going to get to the puck. As you see, he's surrounded by both defensemen. Same idea here. As you see the shot, it gets through, but I mean, that's just impossible for Greg McTavish to try to get there. The Rangers having some good shifts. McTavish with a good shift, and Nemchinov getting more ice time, taking away ice from Alexei Kovalov.
Without Pavel Bure, who leads all playoff players in shots on goal with 80, the Canucks have had only 3 shots on goal here in the second period.
They've had the puck, but they're not shooting.
Adams carries in, trying to leave it for Brian Glynn. And it's cleared out by Larmer. 2-1, Rangers leading it. No scoring thus far in the second period. 6:35 to go in the second. Sent down the ice, and this will be an icing on the Canucks. Bukaboom with a touch. The whistle stops play. Shots are 15-14 in favor of the Rangers, who are out shooting the Canucks 6-3 in the period. As you look at Alexei Kovalov, still on the bench.
This game is being televised live into Russia. It's live into Sweden. It's over 150 different countries are watching the game. Not all of them live, of course. It's being broadcast in 4 different languages. That's not bad. Hockey's growing. It's worldwide, big boy.
37 cameras.
26 tape machines.
26 tape machines, 25 miles
23.
of tape. 23 miles of
See, I
tape.
write things down. You rely on your memory, see? I write it down.
I thought there was a couple of miles of cable out there someplace. What coverage, though? Over 300 reporters were credentialed, and over 1,000 media-related people were credentialed.
And 40 hockey players giving it their all.
Lidster for the puck. Doug Lidster spent most of his career here in Vancouver. Playing a fine series for the Rangers since returning to the lineup. 5:55 to go in the second. Lidster to Nemchinov. He's blocked by Babbage. Courtnall with a nice pass to Lafayette, but Lidster broke it up. Pass to Ronning, knocked away by Lowe. Hedekin lost it to Larmer. Out to Matteau. It slides by him. Nemchinov goes for it, and he's bumped by Hedekin. Larmer sends it in. Gilbert to the puck. Gilbert checked by Brown. Kovalov is on now. Linden has the puck. Trevor Linden makes his way up ice. Long pass for Courtnall. He dove and lost his stick. Bukaboom plays it out of the zone. Jeff Brown sends it in.
So far, the Linden-Adams line without Bore have done very little offensively.
Leach and Anderson, the goal scorers for the Rangers. Bure for the Vancouver Canucks. Bure left the game at 18:21 of the first period. Assessed a high-sticking major in a game misconduct. And the Canucks are offside. 4:54 to go, second period. We've played 35 minutes in the game. Brian Leach has played over half the game.
It's less than a minute a shift, though, Sam, so he's timing it pretty well. His dad used to coach him when he was a youngster. Other parents accused his father of playing him too much. So his dad decided to become an assistant coach, not the head coach, so he wouldn't be accused of that. I think his dad had the right idea.
Here's Noonan out in front. It slid right through the crease, then Noonan hit the outside of the net. Linden's got the puck. McTavish was tripped up behind the play. Linden moves across against Leach.
There's a perfect play by the Rangers. They had a scoring chance walking out of the corner. Then they had to get defensive, and they've only given the Canucks 4 shots in the period. And what they did was, or 3 shots in the period. Watch McTavish take the hit, yes. But the Rangers find the puck. Scoring chance as Noonan drives to the net. He gets a second shot at it here, but it goes wide. Now Vancouver rushes up ice, and the Rangers play their blue line perfectly. They have not allowed Vancouver to make the good passes in the Rangers zone, which leads to good offense. Vancouver's hit a post this period, but that was off a face-off.
Messier with Graves and Larmer. Opposite McIntyre and Toski and Hunter. This is Dave Babbage. Missed wide with the shot. Cleared out by Messier. And this will be an icing. Babbage is back, makes the touch, and play stops with 4:10 to go in the second period.
2 thank yous. One to all the people that are in the garden watching because of the money that's garnered will be going to charity.
That's
thank
right.
you. And the other is thank you to the pilot yesterday on the aircraft. When we flew here, he kept radioing in for the Knicks score and giving it to us. So we would like to say thank you to him.
And I guess Dave Checkett, seeing the Mark Messier performance from Game 6 of the Devils series, worked for the Knicks. Here's Sean Antoski, saved by Richter. The crowd behind the net. Larmer comes away with the puck. Bukaboom tied up 2 players, McIntyre and Antoski, allowing Larmer to play the puck. Larmer drops it off for Messier.
Oh, he got double teamed.
Messier slammed by Hunter, and Antoski is going with Antoski. They're wrestling each other.
Messier doesn't want to trade this off. Yet he's got to play it tough. He got hit by Antoski and Hunter. Now Hunter skated over and he grabbed Antoski and said to him, "Get out of there, that's enough." And Antoski, I think, just got Mark Messier to the penalty box. They'll get a couple of minutes apiece. And Antoski wanted this. Messier was in a prone position. 460 pounds of Vancouver Canuck nailed him. 2 players. And Mark couldn't back up. He had to go at Antoski, and the 2 players will get a minor penalty apiece. Watch this. Boom. Now you'll see Hunter skate away and Antoski stay there. Now Messier will start giving Antoski the facial. See that? Messier's had his helmet knocked off. Now Tim Hunter will skate in and say that's enough. And Antoski will get away. And when he does that, both players in the box, and Vancouver wins that one. They love to see Mark in the box. But I'll tell you this, from the Rangers' point of view, I think they love it when their players don't back down.
Well, the captain stood up for himself. It'll be a 4-on-4, which seems to benefit the Rangers anyway.
Right. They're not afraid of that at all.
Messier and Antoski, 2 minutes each for roughing at 17:28.
7-2, the Rangers have outscored the opposition with 4-on-4 action in the playoffs. They have 1 goal in this game, which is the go-ahead goal by Anderson with 4-on-4 action. And let's see what happens here.
And Anderson is on with Nemchinov, Leach, and Bukaboom. The Canucks counter with Linden, Courtnall, Hedican, and Brown. 2-1, Rangers leading at 3:25 to go, second period. There's been no scoring here in the second. Brown across, Leach is there, nice pass to Courtnall. He's double teamed by Nemchinov and Bukaboom. Nemchinov finishes off Courtnall. Bukaboom's got the puck. Trying to move away from Courtnall. Leach with a quick pass out of the zone. Hedican stops Anderson, forces him back. Anderson waits, uses the end boards. Leach for Nemchinov. Rangers having trouble getting out of the zone. Canucks control. Under 3 minutes to go in the second. Hedican stopped by Bukaboom, offside Vancouver.
Glenn Anderson is playing a very strong game for the Rangers. He's finishing checks at every opportunity. He has the go-ahead goal, and he's been flying here, getting better as the series moves along. The Rangers needed that. They needed a positive somewhere, and he's certainly given it to them.
And Glenn Anderson needed it. He needed the goal the other night that really lifted him.
He said it. These people that are champions are very honest when they assess their own play. Anderson in the neutral zone, he'll go right over to Courtnall and finish the play. Take the man, bang him, try and avoid the other player from getting back into the play quickly with just a little shove, knocking him off balance.
Graves with Larmer, Lowe, and Lidster. Craven with Adams, Hedican, and Brown. Jeff Brown with the puck. Now Brett Hedican leaves it for Adams toward the net, knocked down by Kevin Lowe. Lowe looks for an opening, stick handles, moves it to Larmer. Larmer comes out with Graves. Larmer moves across, slides it to Graves. Graves checked by Adams. And Adams comes away with the puck, leaving it for Murray Craven, then gets it back. Hedican back to Adams. Good forechecking by Graves and Larmer. Adams works his way to center. This is Murray Craven, stopped by Kevin Lowe. Graves for Lidster. Back to Graves. Now Lowe has trouble with it, taken away by Brown. Craven behind the net, and a good play by Richter, got a stick on it, and the Rangers move out with it. Larmer dumps in.
4-on-4 action here. It's been all Vancouver this time round, but they haven't had a quality shot.
10 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Leach stopped at the line. It would have been an offside. Rangers control the puck. Messier set to return along with Sean Antoski. Right now, teams are at full strength. Tikkanen with a shot. Save a play. Rebound, score! Brian Leach! And the Rangers have a 2-goal lead.
Oh, could you see this coming? Brian Leach, he saw the chance and jumped in on the play. And the Rangers enjoy a 2-goal lead for the first time in this game. What a rebound shot by Leach. Esa Tikkanen with a big first shot. Brian Leach in the neutral zone. Oh my, does he help make the play. You see, right here, Bukaboom's on the puck. He tries to draw people to him, which he does. He gives the puck to Leach for 3-on-2 as he got away from Jelena. Now watch Leach. Backhand, top corner, Rangers lead by 2. Jeff Bukaboom drew people to him patiently and then fed the puck up ice for the 3-on-2. Leach pulled away from Jelena, got to the rebound. What a play!
Tikkanen with the big shot on goal.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
important.
But, I mean, Bukaboom drew people to him, opening up the ice. Brian Leach read the play without the puck and then jumped into the play, and Jelena could not stay with him.
18:32, the time of the goal. Leach with his second of the game, his 9th of the playoffs from Tikkanen and Bukaboom. And the Rangers with a 3-1 lead. Jeff Bukaboom with 2 assists in the game. The only other 2-goal lead in this series was at 1956 of Game 2 when Leach scored the empty net goal. And Toski gets to it. Saved by Richter. That's an important save with less than a minute to go in the second period. And the Rangers a whistle for icing.
Big save. Antoski, a first-round draft choice. And I said earlier in the season, a wasted first-round draft choice. He's played pretty well. He made a nice play, and Richter was forced into a good save. And then Antoski threw a big hit on Greg Gilbert, who did not retaliate. Skated away smartly as the Rangers lead by 2 with under a minute to go in the second period. Here you see Antoski keep his balance, move in, and Richter has to make a good save. And then Antoski reads, he better get back into the play, and he does so. The Leach thought he had the puck when he dove. He didn't. Good save as Antoski got the offense.
54.3 seconds remaining in the second period. Following the second period, Al will be joined by Mike Hudson in our studio. We'll go back to Mike Crispino for an update. JD and I will look at second period highlights. The Rangers leading 3-1. Brian Leach is now tied for most playoff points with 28, tied with Doug Gilmour of Toronto. He is tied for the third most goals scored in the playoffs at 9. The leader is Pavel Bure at 14. Mark Messier has 10.
You mentioned Messier. Ooh.
Tikkanen one-on-one with Babic. Cuts in. Babic stays with him. Tikkanen shoots anyway. Why?
You know, you mentioned Messier. With all the penalties he's had, he's only played 14 minutes in the game. He'll be fresh for the third period.
Larmer with a takeaway and a shot that was on goal. Stopped by McLean. 10 seconds to go in the period. Big second period for the Rangers. Defensively, plus they get the late goal at 18:32. And the second period comes to an end, and at the end of 2 in Game 3, the New York Rangers, led by Brian Leetch, who has 2 goals in the game, will take a 2-goal lead into the locker room. Rangers had 10 shots. Canucks only 5 without Pavel Bure.
Without Pavel Bure. That's the play of the series. It may be very similar to Marty McSorley with the curved stick last year with Montreal, when he took the penalty and Montreal scored to go ahead of Los Angeles, and Los Angeles never recovered. This Pavel Bure, the Canucks were going on a power play. Bure with a high sticking penalty out of the game has turned this around completely.
Larmer shot it in. Messier playing it off the boards, gets a quick shot on McLean, who stopped it. Rangers with Leetch and Bucabo, Messier, Graves, and Larmer. And they score! Yeah! Graves was knocked down in front by Tim Hunter. He was sitting on him.
And he's hurting.
And meanwhile, the Rangers come in and score and take a 4-1 lead.
You know, 2 things are going to happen here. Adam Graves is hurting. He's now up, and he skates by Tim Hunter saying something to him. The Rangers lead 4-1. It's 2 bad goals by Kirk McLean, and this is the second one. This started with a great dump in. Look at this dump in. And it would be icing except for Messier gets there. I thought he was going to score here. There's a big hole between the legs. McLean didn't look good on that play. Now the Rangers will recover, as you see here. And watch the goalie. He is having a tough time. A deflection, a double deflection, and boom, it's in. And Graves got nailed. Now, as you'll see again, off Babic and through the legs. Now the game with a 4-1 lead, it could get nasty. It could get nasty.
John, the Canucks have not been able to find a matchup against the Messier line.
Well, I don't know too many teams that would or could.
Other teams have tried to check them. I thought the Devils did a pretty good job most of the series.
Yeah, he had 11 points in the series.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Messier is on a mission.
Tough.
He's on a mission. 3 years in New York, and it's getting closer as the Rangers playoffs move along. So Larmer gets his 7th goal.
And McLean has given up a couple of bad ones tonight.
Aside from the Vancouver's net being empty at the end of games, he's played every minute for them in the playoffs. And it might be an idea to maybe give him a break here. Mind you, there's 2 days off before the game on Tuesday. Adam Graves was nailed. And you can see he's being attended to.
Leetch. Pass for Anderson went off his skate. Stick to side by McLean. Matteau in the corner. Nemchinov with Anderson and Matteau. Leetch and Bucabo for the Rangers, who now lead 4-1. The goal is credited to Steve Larmer, unassisted at 25 seconds of the 3rd period. And the Rangers with a 4-1 lead. Running hits Leetch. The puck around the board, stopped by Brett Hennigan. Long shot, save Richter. The rebound. Richter's got it underneath him.
Good save by Mike Richter. No rebound allowed. And the faceoff will be deep in the zone. Adam Graves still being talked to. And he gets right back on the ice and does not miss a shift, showing his toughness for the Canucks. Since the Pavel Bure high stick, they have not recovered from it. It was like a body blow that took the wind out of them. Here's a good shot, though. 2 men in front. Richter held the puck underneath his legs. Another good look at it. Momesso's there. If there's a rebound, he has a great chance to score. But Richter got it done before Bucabo helped out.
Kevin Lowe behind the net, moves it to Adam Graves. Messier, Graves, and Larmer with Lowe and Lidster. Lowe coming back from an injury. Lidster getting a lot of ice time. They have played very well together. Sergei Zubov unable to go tonight with a chest injury. Rangers are whistled for icing.
Talking to writers during the intermission, sports writers from all over the world. Dave Molinari is here. He's a writer in Pittsburgh with a newspaper there, and he said, talking about the Pavel Bure high stick and how bad it was with the timing. Vancouver was on a power play. It was on Jay Wells. It was in the neutral zone. He says, you know what? That's why they don't call him the Russian rocket scientist. There's a dig, isn't it? Oh, my. Russian rocket, yes, but Russian rocket scientist, no.
Lume keeps the puck in for Vancouver. Off the glass. McTavish moving with it, trying to get away from Murray Craven, who hooked him down. Noonan plays it off the boards, out of the zone, offside, as Lafayette took it back in. We're 1:48 into the third period. Jeff Bukaboom has been on the ice for all 4 Ranger goals tonight. He has 2 assists. And a strong game for Jeff Bukaboom. A lot of strong games for the Rangers tonight.
The #1 defensive pairing, Leach and Bukaboom, for the Rangers. Been together for a long period of time, ever since Leach became ever since Bukaboom came to the Rangers, and they know each other well, and it's certainly worked very well in this game. A lot of ex-Oilers playing well in this game, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh my. Messier, Lowe, McTavish, Bukaboom. Anderson's been great.
Thus far, Mike Keenan going with 4 defensemen. Leach and Bukaboom, Lidster and Lowe are back on now. Trevor Linden trying to get into the Rangers zone. It hit Nemchinov, and it brought an offside.
Fans have been taken completely out of this thing, as Trevor Linden has not had a chance to get offense going at all.
Jelena has moved up to the right wing on the line with Linden and Adams. Jelena replacing Pavel Bure. If you joined us late, Bure, Bukaboom lost the puck, and a save by Richter on Greg Adams. Jelena gets to it. Bure took a major for high sticking at 18:21 of the first. Adams shoots it, it's deflected over the top. Messier with it. Good pressure by the Canucks here. Rangers having all kinds of trouble in their own zone. Messier still having problems. Graves to the puck, and he fires it down the ice for an icing.
Martin Jelena playing the wing in place of Bure with Adams and Linden, and he's so good along the boards that he helped make something happen positively for Vancouver. Richter with a big save, a big save. Here we'll see Greg Adams move in. Remember him, scored the overtime winner in game 1, stopped by Mike Richter.
Noonan after the puck. Brown is back for it. Taking it on him. Cliff Ronning. Stick handles it on Lidster.
Tikkanen took a penalty.
And a power play coming up for Vancouver.
Tikkanen was back checking even behind the Vancouver net all the way back up ice. And he was pretty smart. He was tugging and not taking a penalty. Then he switched players, went over to Jeff Brown, pulled him off, balanced down to the ice, and Vancouver has a power play.
5th power play of the game for the Vancouver Canucks. They are 0 for 4. Tikkanen for hooking at 3:13. Lume shoots, saved by Richter. Rebound, Courtnall played it behind the net. Bukaboom double teamed by Courtnall and Linden. Messier takes the puck away. Kept in by Lume. Lume moves down, pass across, off the stick of Ronning. He has it back. Courtnall in front of his tip. Good play by Adam Graves. Linden was all alone in front. Lume deep. Pass through, Ronning to Brown. Big shot, save Richter. Long rebound, cleared by Graves.
That's a good combination of everything. Good power play and great penalty killing, including the goaltender making a key save.
Rangers with a 4-1 lead. 16:05 to go in the third. Jyrki Lume dumps it in. Richter left it behind the net a little carelessly.
Yes.
Linden was dangerously close to it.
And Linden went down. He's hurting. He's hurt a leg, I think. Now he tries to struggle up to head back to the bench. He was hurt as he was hidden behind the goal net.
He was beat back of the net with Lidster. Lamesso high stick Larmer in the back of the head.
Knocked his helmet off.
Brown has the puck, swings it around the boards. Momesso is there to play it. He's hit back by Larmer. And he goes with the stick on Larmer, and Larmer got clipped on the side of the head because he has no helmet.
He's got to be careful.
It's really getting dirty out there.
He's got to be careful. Van Hel. Oh, and another shot by
Courtnall went at Larmer.
I told you, Sam, it's a 4-1 game. Vancouver, even though they're on the power play, it could get nasty.
Yeah, they are taking liberties. Van Helleman's got to watch something here. Richter, he gets bumped by Momesso, who got bumped by Leach. And Richter got back into the net in time as Glenn missed the puck. 10 seconds to go in the Vancouver power play. Puck behind the net. Anderson gets to it. Anderson hit by Craven. Glenn plays it ahead. This is Greg Adams. Teams are back at full strength. Adams drop pass to Mamesso, and he hits Manteau with a stick. Knocked aside by Brett Henneken. Henneken and Tikkanen go for the puck. The Canucks are 0 for 5 on the power play in the game and 0 for 11 on the power play. Make that 0 for 16 on the power play in the series.
Now we have a penalty upcoming.
And Henneken were involved.
Boy, oh boy.
Al Trotwig is downstairs. Al, where are you?
Well, Sam, I'm in what they call Section Z, and seated right behind the parents of Glenn Anderson are Jack and Jan Leach. Jack, you watched your son do some amazing things, but what about the Stanley Cup Finals and a couple of games, a couple of goals in a game on the road?
Some technical problems. We apologize for that. But I think you get the general idea that they're happy to be here and happy that their son is playing so well.
Jack Leach, his company told him, they said, Jack, you know, why don't you just go to Vancouver and watch the Rangers play? He said, your head's really not into work here. Maybe it'd be better if you just took a couple of days, enjoy the Stanley Cup.
Kovalov stick handling in, but an offside was whistled. Rangers are on the power play. Henneken for holding at 5:34. It's the Rangers' 4th power play of the game. They're 0 for 3, and they too have yet to score on the power play in the series.
First shift, I believe, here in the 3rd period for Alexei Kovalov, and it's on the power play.
Messier, Graves, Kovalov, Noonan, and Leach. So Kovalov is playing the right point on the power play here.
A real good experiment here for the Rangers to see how Kovalov does playing back there, knowing they do have the 3-goal lead and knowing that Zubov is injured. Wow.
Kovalov for Leach, and he was tugged down by Babbage. Tim Hunter has the puck. Hunter, McIntyre, Didick, and Babbage for Vancouver. 13:45 to go in the 3rd period. Rangers leading 4-1. Leach with 2 of the goals in the game. Anderson and Larmer have the others. Leach stick handles in, pulled down by Didick. Babbage moves the puck. Kovalov gets there, and Courtnall's down on the ice, hurting. Messier's got the puck. Pass for Kovalov in the slot. He gave it up to Linden. Courtnall still doubled over in pain, and he's going to the bench.
Did he get hooked up with Brian Leach?
I'm not sure, John. Courtnall in pain, and he's gone to the bench. Larmer breaks in. Larmer shoots, and it's wide. Around the boards, Lidster just coming off the bench, played it in. Matteau taken away by Lume, and he clears all the way down. 35 seconds to go on the power play. There's so much going on away from the puck
behind
now.
the play, this is developing into a very, very nasty game.
Tikkanen drives it around the boards. Played by Lume.
Rangers are offside here.
And the whistle stops play.
Now, we see the play develop inside the Vancouver zone. Brian Leach there, backing up, collides with Courtnall. And I don't think it was done on purpose when you see that play. Let's again take a look. Leach gets up, he's skating back. Ooh, his stick blade went right into the midsection.
I think.
Oh, a spear. The stick blade went right into the midsection as Leach saw him coming.
Leach drives it in. Lume around the boards, stopped by Bukaboom. 12:30 to go.
Then Van Hellemond was behind on the far side. He saw the back of Courtnall. There's no way he saw the stick blade go right into the midsection of Courtnall. If Van Hellemond was on the near side of the ice, he may have seen it. But he was on the far side. There's no way that he could see Brian Leach's stick, and that's why I think there was no call.
Mike Keenan looks up, checks the scoreboard. 12:22 remaining, and his team has a 4-1 lead as they try to take a 2-1 lead in this series. Messier, Graves, and Koser on now for the Rangers with Leach and Bukaboom. Messier wins from McIntyre. Leach shoots, save, McLean. And Toski to the puck. McIntyre, Hunter, and Antoski. Koser and Hunter are going at it away from the puck and along the boards. Koser back for the puck. McIntyre on him. Koser keeps moving, got taken down. Penalty on McIntyre. Power play for the Rangers.
Koser fought off the boards. He made a nifty little move where he put the puck and reversed it behind him and to fight off the boards. And McIntyre then was trapped, and he reached out and grabbed Joe Koser. This is a nice play by Koser, who battled with Tim Hunter all the way down the ice. And then in the corner, he made a little reversal. Left the puck, did a spinorama to avoid the checking, and then that's the point in which McIntyre took the penalty. Watch Kocur battle through here with Tim Hunter all the way up the ice. They're nose to nose. And Kocur now will get position on Hunter, head in after the puck. Now watch this little move right here, little reversal, bingo. Avoids the hit, now he has position, and you can see he was dragged down by McIntyre. Nice play all the way up ice by Joe Kocur.
7:58 the time of the penalty. 5th power play of the game for the Rangers. They're 0 for 4. Courtnall is back on the ice and gets a warning from Van Hellemond as he and Noonan were going at it.
It was Courtnall earlier in the period, I think, got Steve Larmer up on the side of the head. That really got the entire Rangers bench upset. Now watch Courtnall move into Leach. And it was Leach who got Courtnall with a stick.
Momesso got Larmer with the stick.
Yeah.
Courtnall got him with a hit from behind coming off the bench. Messier shoots high, it was deflected into the crowd.
All right, this series moves along and gets nasty, nasty, nasty.
11:48 remaining, 3rd period. Rangers with a 4-1 lead.
Courtnall had the opportunity to play against his brother Russ in the previous series, or 2 series ago, make that with Dallas. Tough on their mother, who lives on the area called Vancouver Island, this beautiful city of Victoria, about a 4-hour ferry ride from Vancouver. She got to sit here and watch the 2 players battle against one another.
Messier with the puck. Now Leach. Leach picked up by Linden. Long shot, save McLean with Graves in front. Noonan up the boards to Leach. Leach to Messier. Kovalov is on the right side. Leach down low for Noonan. He's checked by Hennigan, tries to move it. Brown able to clear. 1:20 to go in the power play. 11:20 to go in the 3rd as Alexei Kovalov moves up ice. Leach shoots, deflected by Brian Glenn. Jyrki Lumme trying to clear the zone, knocked down by Noonan. He's checked by Tim Hunter, but Kovalov picks up the puck. Cross ice off the boards. Hunter missed it. Messier takes a hit from Glenn. Jyrki Lumme sends it down the ice. 50 seconds to go, and Karpovtsev is on for the first time in a long time. On the power play, Kovalov for Larmer. Larmer moves around, Lumme moves in. Larmer's pass is smothered. Larmer around the net. He tried to pass to McTavish, who's cutting in from the right side. Kovalov with a drive, save. McLean, he holds it.
Good play all the way up ice by the Rangers. Larmer could have been selfish, decided to try and move it across, and Brian Glenn made a nice play blocking the pass. Rangers look sharp. They've gotten strong in this game. This is a 2-on-1 trapping 2 Canucks. And there you see Lumme staying up there. That's a flat-footed play. There's the play by Glenn. Good play, as you see McTavish was wide open, waiting for the chance to score on the power play. The Rangers have used, again, we'll look at it, see how far out McLean is. If the pass gets across, he's dead. The Rangers have used a lot of different right defensemen or right point men for the power play.
Kovalov, the point man, shoots blocked in the crowd in front. McTavish trying to keep it in. Linden plays it across to Babbage. Babbage shorthanded, moves across. Penalty upcoming on McTavish as he took down Courtnall.
Rangers number 14 dragged down Vancouver's number 14. And with 12 seconds to go, and the minor to McIntyre will have some 4-on-4 play before the Canucks get the power play. See McTavish there with Courtnall. Courtnall does a good job fighting up ice here to try and get loose. McTavish will reach out with his left arm. There. Very similar to the penalty he took in the first period against Pavel Bure. Rangers have used, on the right point for the power play, they've used Lidster, Karpovtsev, Tikkanen, and Kovalov in the absence of Zubov.
When McIntyre returns in 12 seconds, the Canucks will go on their 6th power play of the game. McTavish for holding at 9:46.
The Canucks,
they have 5 men on the ice. They've got to get one off.
Canucks, since the first period, have had 9 shots on goal. That's nearly 30 minutes of playing time. The Rangers, who showed a lot of offense in New York and couldn't score, have showed a lot of defense in this game on the road.
Messier wins from Linden. Bukaboom has the puck. Gets hit by Didick, who's in deep. Graves reaching for the puck. Behind the net, Courtnall centers in front for Linden. Save Richter. A beautiful save by Mike Richter. And with the Canucks on the power play now, the puck cleared all the way down. Ronning has come on. as McIntyre went to the bench out of the penalty box. 9:50 to go in the third. Rangers leading 4-1. Linden moves in on Bukaboom. Tapped away by Graves. Courtnall finds it. Save Richter. Rebound running out to Babbage. Babbage shoots high and wide. Richter blocks it. Bukaboom moved it to Messier. Messier clears.
Mike Richter hasn't had much work, but he's been brilliant. A lot of the chances have been quality chances. And mostly when Vancouver's been on the power play in the third period, a couple of great saves.
Steve Larmer with the puck. Gave it up to Courtnall. Canucks 0 for 5 on the power play in the game. 0 for 16 in the series. Running with room. He shoots. Save Richter. Rebound across. Brown trying to keep it in, does, but gave it up to Tikkanen. And Tikkanen waits and then clears it all the way down.
Big Sergio Momesso trying to finish checks at every opportunity. With his size, he can do damage.
Brown across. Greg Adams missed it. Lume retreats. Tikkanen on him. 30 seconds to go on the power play for Vancouver. Adams lost it to Larmer. Lume has it back. Lume leads Adams. Bukaboom is there along with Nemchinov. After the puck, Leach and Momesso. Momesso in the corner. Bukaboom stops it, bangs it off the glass, knocked down by Lume and throws it ahead. If Momesso touches it, would have been a hand pass, but it was cleared by Anderson.
And Momesso finally got caught. Yeah. Tikkanen was pushing with, I think, Lume, and Momesso came up for about the fourth time on this shift, gave somebody a shot, and only this time it was right in front of Andy Van Hellemond, and Momesso knew he was at fault, didn't say a word, just went right to the penalty box. So in 4 seconds, the Rangers have a power play. Glenn Anderson does a nice job. See the sticks up high there, and now see him move in behind and just that extra little shot right in front of the referee, and you can see Momesso just skates away. He knows he got caught. So we're seeing a lot of power play time here.
For cross-checking at 11:42, and in 4 seconds, the Rangers get another power play chance.
Just as the power play was about to start for the Canucks, look at Linden get away from Messier, the good play. Messier was all over him, but Linden worked on it, and Mike Richter made it look easy. A brilliant save to keep Vancouver with only 1 goal scored in this one, with 8:18 to go in the third period.
Rangers have 3 legitimate Conn Smythe Trophy candidates: Messier, Leach, and Richter.
And a lot of guys that are just a step below, too. A lot of players. Kevin Lowe has played his heart out in this game. Glenn Anderson, who's taking the face-off, has been very good. Jeff Bukaboom has been brilliant.
Doug Litzter?
Doug Litzter. A lot of guys. When you play Stanley Cup final games, you go on the road and you play this well, you need everybody.
Hedekin carrying the puck. Rangers now on the power play. They're 6th of the game and they're 0 for 5. Leach dumps in. Matteau against McIntyre. McTavish looking for the puck, finds it. Matteau's stick was being held and he lost it. It was pulled out of his hands.
Oh, there's a slash by
Anderson
Glenn right over the left
slashed
arm.
by Glenn.
It's getting nasty.
McIntyre clears and then hits Leach in the back of the head.
Yeah, the Canucks with a 4-1 deficit here are going to do everything they can to really be nasty, and the Rangers have to be smart in defending themselves.
Anderson trying to get away from Diduck. Graves gets across. Diduck gets to the puck. 7:25 to go in the third as Leach keeps the puck in at the line. Gave it up to Babbage. Babbage races down with Trevor Linden. Linden lost it to Kovalov. He goes the other way. Kovalov and Graves move in. Kovalov slowed down by Diduck. Pass back, deflected, comes out of the zone. Lowe and Karpovtsev come on for the Rangers with 7 minutes to go in the third, and the Rangers leading 4-1. Here's a chance for Kovalov. He scores! Alexei Kovalov. It's a power play goal, and the first power play goal of the series, and the Rangers lead 5-1.
And the people start heading for the exits. A puck was up in the air. It got away from a Canuck defender, and Kovalov, he almost dislocated his shoulder with the move he made, moving in on McLean. What a brilliant deke. He hasn't had much ice. Look at Messier put the puck across. Up in the air off of Adam Graves and Diduck. Now watch Kovalov move in. Watch the deke and the goaltender. Hello, goodbye, bingo, power play goal. The Rangers lead 5-1. Brilliant move. Kirk McLean was deep and went to one side. Kirk McLean's been solved in this game.
Kovalov 7th from Messier and Graves at 13:03, a power play goal. And the Rangers with a 5-1 lead. Wells with the hit on Lume took him out. Lidster clears the zone. 6.5 minutes to go, and the Rangers about to take a 2-1 lead in the Stanley Cup Finals.
I think Joe Kocur will see some ice time. He's out there opposite Momesso now. Kocur may see a lot of ice time late here to nullify Vancouver trying to get nasty. He even bumped into Craig McTavish.
Yeah. Momesso went right at Kocur. Jelena has the puck. Off the boards. Leach has it back. Rangers with 2 goals here in the third have broken it wide open and lead 5-1. Nemchinov taken away by Courtnall. Nathan Lafayette. Richter stops it. Lively rebound cleared aside by Nemchinov. He's tied up by Jelena. Anderson tries to move the puck. Nemchinov still battling along the boards. Lafayette trying to work it loose. It comes free. Kept in by the Canucks. Then taken away by Glenn Anderson. Picked up by Nemchinov. Anderson left the blue line. And the Rangers send it in. Fired out by Brown. Deflected by Nemchinov into the crowd. 5:24 to go in the third. Rangers with a 5-1 lead. Rangers looking to take a 2-1 lead in the series, which will resume here in Vancouver Tuesday night, 9 o'clock time. Eastern time on MSG2. Thursday back home for Game 5, MSG2 at 8. Saturday, Game 6 if necessary in Vancouver. And a Game 7 if necessary at Madison Square Garden on Tuesday, June 14th.
This is a bunch of the beef on the ice here. Big
Richter
boys.
covers up with Hunter driving to the net. The puck came loose, but the whistle had blown.
Greg Gilbert opposite Tim Hunter. Joe Kocur getting more ice time late. And Hunter drove into Mike Richter, and I'm wondering if Richter hurt his left hand. He had his left hand on the puck, and he's slow getting up here.
Actually, it was Tikin and then wound up on top of Richter.
You see the puck's under the hand now, and here comes Hunter. And then you see the collision. Stick still in from Tim Hunter on Mike Richter. He appears to be okay. Good play there by Jeff Brown. Then Hunter takes the chance that he wanted. Puck was loose, by the way, and you can see there Richter lifting his left hand up. Leach has played nearly 32 minutes in this game for the Rangers.
Wells collided with McIntyre. McIntyre went down. Under 5 minutes to go. Rangers with a 5-1 lead. And the first blowout in the playoffs in quite a while. Rangers had a 4-goal win on New Jersey, but that was a 1-0 game until the third period in Game 2 at Madison Square Garden. Sean Antoski. Lidster stops it and clears the zone. Antoski ran him hard into the boards, prompting the roar from the crowd. And an offside as Babbage carried in. Antoski was still in the zone.
You can deal with a good, hard, clean hit. That's exactly what that was on Doug Lidster. If the sticks are up, though, it's a different story.
We are back at Pacific Coliseum just off the face-off. The Canucks sent it in. Nemchinov with Jelena all over him. Linden centers, broken up by Wells in front. Jelena working against Wells. Wells takes him out into the corner. Loose puck, played by Gerald Diddick. Around the boards, Nemchinov has his man Adams tied up. Anderson tries to clear, kept in by Linden. Adams fanned on the shot. Adams and Lidster go for the puck along the boards. Diddick turns. That shot went off the skate of Trevor Linden. Richter moves it around the glass and out of the zone. 3:35 to go. Rangers 5, Canucks 1. Jelena, good hit by Gilbert on him. Stick got high by Jelena.
As
goes
a
right back.
that's not very smart. And Gilbert skates away. McTavish comes over to protect. That was a good hard hit. And Jelena reacted. As his team has all game long, his team has taken quite a series of bad penalties in this game. Frustration is there. And we haven't talked about this, Sam, but the Rangers stayed overnight after Game 2 in New York, a good meal, stayed home, and then had a very comfortable charter to Vancouver yesterday, and then practiced here. Take a look at the play where you see the hit, and it's a beauty by Greg Gilbert. He exploded into Jelena. Now Jelena, he didn't like that. And watch the reaction a number of times. A number of times. He'll do some more yet.
Yeah.
And Van Hellemond with the arm up was making the call. Anyway, Vancouver chartered right after the game back to Vancouver. Got here at 4:30 in the morning. They go home. The players with kids, you know, you're I don't, as much as your wife can do, your kids still wake you up in the morning. I think it hurt Vancouver, just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And it hits you, doesn't hit you that day. It hits you 2 days later. If you go stay out late on a Friday night, you'll be more tired Sunday than you will on a Saturday. Trust me, there's a little experience factor there. But I think it's affected Vancouver in this game. And obviously the key play in this game was when Pavel Bure made the bad play with his stick and got called with the major cutting Jay Wells for 4 stitches. That really turned the game around. That and the Rangers themselves playing a brilliant game on the road.
Gelida in the penalty box for roughing at 16:35. Rangers on the power play. 1 for 6 in the game. We have a medical update on the president of Madison Square Garden, Bob Gutkowski, was in a minor traffic accident. He wasn't hurt, and if he was hurt before, he's certainly a lot better now after watching last night's Knick game and tonight's Rangers game.
He's got to get back and start driving his own car again. I wonder how much damage you get sitting in the back seat like that. Huh?
I'm not touching that.
Just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, you're just jealous that you don't have a driver. Though I did drive you this morning.
Yeah, that'd be the last time. You're like Sal Messina, 1 foot on the brake, 1 foot on the gas pedal at the same time. 2:20 to go, and the Rangers with a 5-1 lead. Want to be smart and avoid giving the Canucks a chance to throw a heavy body check. A little keep away going on the power play.
Messier going back, Linden on him. 2 minutes to go. And the Rangers will have 2 down and 2 to go for the Stanley Cup.
Rangers not interested at all in offense here. They just want to be smart, knock time off the clock.
Driven all the way down. And there's no reason. No reason to embarrass the Canucks. Just hold it back and let the time run out. Kovalov on the move, the stick from Craven all over him. Now Messier moves in, takes a shot, goes wide, goes all the way out. 1.5 minutes to go in the game. Power play is over. Teams are at full strength. 1:20 to go. And the Rangers with a terrific performance in Vancouver. 2-line pass, whistled against the Canucks, stops the clock at 1:20. Jay Wells getting some more ice time. Solid game for Adam Graves, who as usual did his share of hitting. He hasn't scored a goal in 7 games, but he's been there.
He won't mind when he shows up and takes the body. Bookaboo is in good. Mike Keenan and his staff had the team very well ready. Look at the look on in his eyes. You can still see the intensity. And every time the Rangers have faced adversity, they've come up big. Tonight it's without Zubov. They've come up big. It was without Bookaboo in New Jersey in Game 6. They came up big. All season long, this team has done it. What a team. You know, Sam, there's been 605 players wear Rangers jerseys since 1940 when they last won a cup. 605. Well, there's 20 right here dressed in this game that are doing their best to get closer to that mark.
Offside Rangers. To take nothing away from the Rangers' performance, the game turned at 18:21 of the first period when Pavel Bure was assessed a major for high sticking and a game misconduct, and that just absolutely killed the Vancouver Canucks.
Absolutely. It took away everything. We talked about it at the time. It allowed the Rangers to coach their game where they could go into their strengths, as opposed to saying, Bure's hot. He's already drawn 2 penalties and scored a goal. We have to be defensive all the times he's on the ice. And he was being double shifted. Once that happened, the Rangers took control of every aspect of this game. Goaltending, penalty killing, hitting, smarter play on the ice, face-offs, everything.
And what has to concern the Canucks and Pat Quinn is that no one on their team really raised their game at all. Trevor Linden didn't step up.
Well, he's their best player by 10 miles. And, you know, Trevor didn't, he had some scoring chances, but the Rangers are so good offensively and defensively.
Nemchinov 3 times and will go off. It was finally whistled. And Toski just stood there and slammed Nemchinov in the back with his stick 3 times.
You know, he's put out there in a very precarious situation. His team wants him to go out and stir some stuff up, and he did it. And now it's a power play Rangers. Tim Hunter's on the ice, but he does kill penalties a lot. He just put a stick right into Glenn Anderson.
Lidster has the puck, 35 seconds to go in the game. And the Rangers have put this one away. Jay Wells, Stefan Matteau, Wells, Lidster, Matteau, McTavish, and Anderson. McTavish to the cutting Lidster, but it was tipped out of the zone. And the Rangers have regained the upper hand in the series by coming into Vancouver and winning on the road. Hunter started to chase Wells, final seconds, and that's it. The Rangers win it 5-1, lead the series 2 games to 1, 2 down, and 2 more to go for the Rangers.